Good morning, afternoon, or evening, folks. I'm Brian, aka Duke Skylover. We're back with Space Engineers. Still on Mars here. In the middle of the night. Beautiful night here on the reddish-orangish planet. So yeah, I'm trying to remember where we left off here. I was going to do some... Move it, Spotlight. I was going to do some streaming on Monday and then discovered that my network-attached storage, my NAS, was not functioning. And after a little bit of investigation, it turned out that it was the power supply that died. So I had to order a new power supply, and it came today, and I was able to get it back up and running. And this is important because as I'm streaming, I'm also recording this directly over my network into my NAS. So kind of needed that to I needed somewhere to put all the footage. So I guess I could have probably have enough space locally to write it directly to the hard drive, but I didn't want to feel like didn't feel like changing all of the settings and then having to figure out how to change them all back. So didn't stream on Monday, but we're back. We're on Mars. I'm trying to remember what we said we were going to do last time, and I'm pretty sure the base is still building stuff, which is fine. I also had a late start today because when I tried to load into the world, it told me it couldn't. There was a mod that it couldn't download, and I wasn't quite sure if it was a mod that got removed from the workshop or just like a general Steam is acting up kind of a thing. It didn't look like any... I know what it looks like when a mod gets removed, and I didn't see that at all, so I think it was just like network issues with Steam. So hopefully, I mean, eventually it just let me in, so we got it. It got resolved either way. So anyway, we are out of gold, I believe it was, which is why I put gold in the stream title. But I need to check and make sure that that is actually the case, that it is gold that we are missing. So let's look at all of our ores. The last episode we did was all about getting rid of all of the stone. And because of that, we now have 25, that's silicon, where's iron? 393,000 kilograms of iron processed, with quite a lot of unprocessed iron still left to go. So I really need these things to kind of stack themselves up. I think I can tell Izzy to do that for me now that I think about it. Let's see. I think this can cause desync issues if I do this, but I'm not. This is a local game, so I shouldn't have to worry about desync. Let's see. Where's the internal item sorting? Internal sorting true. There we go. This could cause inventory desync in multiplayer, so items are invisible or can't be taken out, blah, blah, blah. What this should do is this issue that I'm having where I've got like piles of things all over the place. Even though they're in the right containers, they're separated into piles. This will take it and put them into a single pile and consolidate things and stuff like that. So are we down to just one? Now we have 2 ores. See, all of these could fit into this one. And I'm going to guess, if I move... Let's see, what's a big chunk of sound? If I move this into here, then it'll just, like, move it back, won't it? If I just say, hey, I put everything in here. Oh, this one's full, too. Oh, there's actually a ton of these. Okay. I would love it if it just used the big one first, but I don't. Now that I think about it, it's probably a good idea to spread it all up. So, whatever, I'll let it manage, it's fine. Okay, so, I came here to find out if we needed gold, and I didn't even do that because I got distracted. The only gold we have is this little bit of gold ingot, which is a problem. And I was originally thinking that we were going to build a small ship, a small mining ship that could go out into space from here and go get that gold while leaving the ship here to continue building all this stuff. And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought my blueprints that I have probably require gold. And so I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to take the ship up into space again and go find some gold. We're probably not going to go back to the moon. We'll probably look in some asteroids. So, I'm stuck on this side. Here we go. So we could... I do kind of want to take a look at some of my blueprints, though. And just see, because I've got blueprints with a whole bunch of mods in them. So, yeah, let's do that. Let's see what we can do. I need a safer place to land here. I gotta get some more music on rotation here, too. Callisto. Okay, so what did we do? One thing that I want to do real quick is turn off the build and repairs. Just so that as I'm setting up this thing, they don't start building it right away. I think I'm going to build it off the side here. I just want to set up a... Can I have a hinge in here somewhere? I just want to set up a projector and see what we get. Because I got to look at some old blueprints and then see what's going to work and what's not going to work. Projector, so hinge. Give myself enough room here and go this way. Add a small hinge head. And I think I did that wrong. Got all this stuff in here. Okay, hinge part. Hinge. Not two hinge parts. Alright. Man, we really got to get this done so that I can walk over to the parts. Are these things like stuck on... Yeah, I know they're trying to build this stuff and they don't have any gold. Am I not able... Wait a minute, hold on. Am I not able to pull components out? No, I can. Okay, so what do we need? 2 steel tubes, 4 construction components. Okay, so why can't I pull steel tubes out? Okay. 4 construction components. Okay, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Give me like... I already had a bunch of that. Give me like 10 of those. Give me a bunch of those. Give me some of these. Some of those. Some of these. And we'll see how we do. Did I? Okay. I just needed more large steel tubes. $50 should be enough. There we go. Alright. Let's move this forward a little bit. That should be good. We'll throw on a couple of blocks here. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably wanted to do this vertically. So let's set the lower limit to 0. And the reason is, when I build my ships, I tend to build them with a port on the bottom for easier docking. So I'm going to assume that that's what I did. And then we could... Whoops, doops. Throw one of these on top. Oh, I guess I could have just... Not that it matters. Now I think about it, because I'm not connected to anything. I could have built this on top of... I could still build this directly over here. It's fine, whatever. Is it fine, though? Hold on, I'm second-guessing myself. Because... if this works and I do go flying somewhere, I'm going to need a spot to land. You know what? It's fine. I can always build a spot to land on later. Okay. That'll be fine. And then... we need to be able to... What's the top? There we go. That's the front. Okay. Yay, that worked. Small steel tubes and construction components. Let's try this again. I think the problem is that... Yeah, the problem is all of my components are on board the ship, and the thing is not... Yeah, see, it's not pulling them through the ship. The auto... What do you call it? The build planner. Okay. Alright. Let's get into this projector and look at some blueprints. Do I have quarry miner? What did I call? Oh, Atlas was a good one. Atlas is based off an ISL ship that I modified. Diggum? Diggum. Oh, could Diggum go to space from here? Possibly. No, I think that one's ion only. Let's see. The Jazzy Jeff's not going to do it. The Mirage. Ooh, I wonder. Let's look at this one. I know some things aren't going to work. But this... Oh, man. This is a crazy looking ship. That's going to be a lot of platinum. Which blocks are missing? I'll bet the jump drive is missing. Oh man, look at this thing. Why do I have these ejectors on it if it's using the these things? Oh, you know what? I'll bet there were weapon core weapons or something on it that are not in game anymore, so there might be some gaps. Or like, yeah, here's some ports that should probably have weapons on them that don't. That's probably okay. I wonder if I put a jump drive in it anywhere. I don't even know if I had a small grid jump drive mod back in the day or not. Spotlight. Okay, so that's a good one. That's a potential winner. That's going to be a lot of platinum, but that's a potential winner. Let's see. What is... Can I say... that's fine. What was the name of... how do I filter out? Is it this? Yeah, okay. It's not Calypso, it's not the little bumblebee. I might just go back to the Atlas. Just because it's a good... It's a solid little ship here. Utopia is not for mining. The Coupe? Oh, the Coupe is a good vehicle. I gotta get Pat in a game and drive him around in the Coupe. Or the Starship Eternia, that's a good one too. Stargate. Oh, the SRV, the Stuff Retrieval Vehicle. I need to build one of those at some point. Skyrider. Nope, the Ram. I thought I had one more Space Miner the Mako. Mako is my favorite. Of all the ground vehicles I've designed, the Mako is my favorite. I gotta build one of those at some point. Escape velocity, that's what it was. The escape velocity looks like it is missing some, like, defense shield stuff. It's got a lot of hydrogen. Oh, I wonder what's missing from here. Something's missing from the front of this and the back of this. Probably like ion thrusters or something. Like modded ion thrusters. Yeah, something's missing from the sides here. Are these cargo? I want to say these are cargo containers on the sides here. Giant ones. Yeah, it looks like the, yeah, we're missing something from up here. It's got build and repairs on it. That's cool. Something is missing from here. Oh, something huge is missing from back here. I think. Yeah, something's missing from here. I wonder if this was, defense shield stuff, or actually... Whoops, flying around too much. That might have been... Oh, no, there's no connection broken there. Yeah, the pods on the sides look kind of weird. I think if I was going to go with any of them, I'd go with the Mirage. Just because it looks a little bit better put together. I wonder how much, I wonder how much platinum we would need to get these things together. Thruster components. I also wonder how much gold I would need. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, is I'm wondering if the amount... Well, what would I need the gold for, actually? These things just need thruster components. It's not really like a jump drive on it. I do wonder what was in here. I wonder if this was a... I have no idea, because there's no connection or anything. There's no port. Had a lot of screens on it. Yeah, I kind of like the Mirage better. The safe bet is probably going to be the Atlas, though, because it almost certainly has very little gold involved, and it'll be faster to build. Although it will need a hydrogen... It's got hydrogen engines. You know what? Let's shoot for the moon here. Let's build the Mirage. Not what I want to do. And let's see how long it's going to take to build. Alright, you need a horizontal offset and a forward offset and a vertical offset, and then I believe I can go yep. Yeah. And if I say show buildable only, we are good. An assertive slippery beetle. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to try it. Let me lock this. And see how long this is going to take. Probably a bit. And I'm probably going to have to do some of the work initially because it's going to prioritize these doors. That should help. Alright, I gotta make sure that it knows how to make thruster components. So I don't think I ever told it how to do that. How's my audio today? Microphone wise. Because it's looking good on my end here. Every so often, I forget to do like a sound check, and for some reason the audio's not going out. It should be. Okay. Alright. We don't need these lights on. Do we do thruster components? Looks like we do not. Thruster components. Thruster components need gold. I forgot about that. Alright, we gotta cancel the plan, everybody. Cancel the plan. We're taking the... yeah. So, the options are then that we could can build a less powerful ship to go up and do some manual mining, or I need this thing to stop doing what it's doing. Oh, well, that's bad. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Yep. So, we could either... we could either take the Graceful Exit back up into space, or I could just build a less powerful ship, and I'm leaning toward just building a less powerful ship. And I'm gonna build it right here. With a... not a thing of this color. I need a T. Alright, and we're going to stick with the hinge idea for now. And do a small hinge head and do hinge lock on. We could just toggle the entire block off. And then do the same thing we just did. About midnight here. Alright. Back to the projector. Oh, let's turn the build and repairs off again. And find the Atlas. Let's see. Oh, geez. Okay, it is a little bit sideways here, isn't it? And backwards. Yeah, you can kind of tell this is a different era of... Well, I mean, most of this ship wasn't designed by me. I took somebody else's blueprint and modified it. It is based off... I'll actually tell you. This one. Atmospheric? Yeah. Orbital shuttle. So this is from ISL. This is the orbital shuttle that I took, recolored it, changed a couple of things, and put a big drill array at the front there. Where's my thing? Excuse me. Alright, we need to... This is the connector. I need to get at the projector. I just had it. There we go. Alright, we need to roll you. I honestly can't tell which way we're rolling here. Yeah. Well, that was the opposite way. But let's actually stand over here for a moment and kind of remote into it. And we need to do a pitch flip. Nope. Yaw. Oh, there we go. Okay, bring the forward back. Oh, this is actually... Now the directions are correct, so that's good. Alright, so from you, we need to go vertical a little bit, horizontal a little bit, and then forward to there. Sweet. Now we just need to figure out how I'm going to connect it. What is right there? That is a thruster on the side there. I can't get my head in to see what's up there. Those are thrusters there. I can't tell. That doesn't help. I can't tell what that is right there. Probably something I could build to. Let's see. If I go like that and like that. And like that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's like a oxygen tank or something? I think so. Okay. What are we missing? Oh, there was a jump. I had a jump drive from a different mod stuck in the back here. That's what that is. Okay. Alright. Let's tell this thing to show only buildable. Now, the reason I'm doing this instead of just taking the big ship up is that I think we're going to build this fairly quickly. And I want the ship to remain here and continue building while I'm up doing stuff in space. So, did I need to name some stuff here? This is probably... Oh, yeah, that's the connector for the truck. That's the hinge that we're building on. I gotta name these solar panels. Mars Base 1. Solar panel X10. Yeah, we can just get rid of those. And then the hinge is good. The battery. We'll just call these the solar pole spotlights. The projector is temporary. Okay. This connection should also be temporary in theory, but we'll just say that this is the dock for the... I don't remember what this truck is called, so it's the rover now. Alright. We'll have to build... I think we'll have to make some regular old ammo. I don't have any ammo for those kinds of guns. Let's go tell it to do that. At least I'm fairly sure that we haven't done that. Ammo, just regular old ammo. Gatling. It's this one, right? Gatling ammo used by warfare, Gatling gun, Gatling turret. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Make me like one of those. Wait for it to show up. Ah, now here's an interesting thing. Once we... So, that miner blueprint can... There's this weird thing that Izzy does. When you take a blueprint of a thing, it will, if it's attached to like a base or something like that, it carries some data with it. So what I'm seeing here is, all of a sudden Izzy is asking about these AIDNs, advanced power cells, AV tech junctions. This is all stuff that it just pulled out of this blueprint, and it has no idea. Like, that's ammo from different mods. This is for dense solar whatever. So we can get rid of these by going into here, and I think it's custom data, and these are just all the blueprints. So there's no consumable. Yep, this is like the old rifles. NATO's. I think this is the one I did want, but I'm going to leave it off for a minute. High energy shells, deuterium containers, shield components, reactor components, magnetrons, advanced power cells. And then I think thrusters is the last one that I put in. Okay, so if we take all those out and then like recompile, I think we'll be okay. Maybe I should take them out of here as well. Actually, maybe I won't. Let's see what it does. Auto-crafting error. Well, good. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, let's just take out all these. Let's see what happens here. Get rid of the U. Magnetrons. These are all from old mods. Paint guns we'll keep, because that actually is this one. Reactor components. Shield components. See, reactor components are actually from... They're not from a mod, it's just... I haven't put anything in, so it doesn't know what's up. And I put it back. Okay. We're gonna stop you entirely. Go back into the custom data. Take all this out again. I think we want to keep that. That's the new component. Go into here. Take these out. It will be like these never existed. Physical paint gun we keep. Shield component is from defense shields. Okay. Now, if I do this right, you don't care about anything, right? I don't think so. We are going to turn it on and recompile it. We didn't get it in time. Well, then the only... Wait a minute. There we go. It caught up to it. Okay. Did I get my... Yeah, I did. Okay. So in terms of... Yeah, we missed a few here. No, it just put them back. Yeah. Okay, fine. What we're going to do is just go through and hide these. Actually, we could just say ignore them. Ignore. Forget if lowercase, I think it's capital. Ignore. Yeah, okay, good. Ignore. Automatic rifle item. I'm gonna keep that one. That might be vanilla. I don't want to get rid of anything that might actually be vanilla. Magnetron. That's the old ammo. That isn't in the game anymore. See, precise automatic rifle I think we want to keep. Get rid of that. Get rid of the wolf slug. And while we're in here, we'll tell this that I want like 100 rounds of that. Alright, and then just to kind of clear out the blueprints here, I want to make one of every rifle. Which I should probably have already. But this one's going to require gold, isn't it? One of these is. Nope, guess not. So once it sees it, it should be able to fill in the blueprint, I think. If not, we can teach it. I guess I might as well just use the super nice rifle while I'm here. I've noticed, even though I put reavers and stuff in, I only get assertive on Mars. And I'm wondering if that's an issue with reavers or what. Okay, so... Where are all of my guns at? Semi-auto pistol item, semi-auto pistol, ultimate automatic rifle, automatic rifle, precise automatic rifle, rapid fire. So, yeah, shouldn't this be the automatic rifle item? Okay, so what I'm going to do is just get it to figure this out real quick. And we can do that by just grabbing any assembler and designate it as a learning assembler. So it should not do anything now. And then if we go in and say, make me like 2,000 of these. Yeah, see, it is automatic rifle. So it's learning the automatic rifle. Once it's got enough of these that it figures out, there we go. So now it's back to normal. And our automatic rifle is filled in. Yes, okay, good. And we can also just go ahead and hide it because I don't want to see it at all. Oh, you don't have a blueprint for this one either. The reactors I'm going to have to do, I think, once we get gold. The physical paint gun never works. Like, it's incapable of learning that. Okay, so both of those... rapid fire... Yeah, I guess we'll just keep one of each of these around. Okay, we're going to do the same thing again real quick. Learn... I think we could do learn many, I think is how that works. Then we can go in here and say, make me like a bunch of those. No, don't make, I'm in the wrong assembler. Okay, make a bunch of those. How about if it was on assemble mode while I do that? Rapid fire automatic rifle. Okay. I guess I did do that wrong, didn't I? I don't know what the learn many command is, but make me a bunch of those. Okay, now we should have that good to go. I'm going to make some ammo for these. It's the MR30. I think this is the other one. Okay. Okay, things are still going. I might have to go out there and help that along a little bit. So precise. I just like to keep 10 rounds of everything around. Reactors we're going to get in a minute. One of those. Where's my ultimate rifle? Give me 10 of those. Thruster components. I'm going to say 100. We'll get them later, but... can I make reactor components now? I don't think so. Oh, the gravel. We need gravel for those. Oh man, I have a great source of gravel. Hang on. Let's see if it's still there. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Let's shut you off, the gravel ejector, and you as well. And let's tell the build and repairs that they can collect. You know, you can collect stone too if you want. Go for it. Get it all up in here. Come on. There we go. And now we can say, make me a reactor component. Oh yeah, that's right. This is why we needed the superconductors to begin with. Really smart move on my part, taking that apart. Okay. Reactors. Did you figure it out? No, you didn't. Okay. We're going to do the same thing again real quick. Should only take a few. And there we go. So then our reactor components. Oh, interesting. Maybe that's a different thing. Oh no, we got it. Okay. I'm going to tell it we need 50 of those. And actually, I'm going to do the same thing with thruster components. I don't think we need that many. Not that we're going to get that many. Oh, why do I have no superconductors? Superconductors. We need like 50 of you. Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All of my numbers are messed up. We better go through, and that's why nothing's being built around here. Okay. 100 computers. Construction components, let's say 100. Data pads, we don't need any of those. Actually, data pads, let's ignore. I'll deal with those manually. Detector components, let's say 50. Displays, 100 is fine. Girders, 100. Not sure why that happened. Gravity components, we need very few of those. Actually, I'm going to say we'd only need like 10 of those. That's fine. That's fine. Interior plates, that's a weird number of those, but let's say 300 of those. Large tubes, 50 is probably fine. Medical, 50. Metal grids, 50. Motors, 200. We usually need lots of motors. Oxygen bottles, 3 is good. Power cells. I think we usually need 80 for one battery, so that's why I keep it. Precise rifle, let's keep one of those here. Radio components, let's just do 10. We don't use that very often. 50 is good there for now. Semi-auto pistol, let's just keep 10. Shield components, 50 is fine. Small tubes, 100. Solar cells, 50. That ammo is fine, we don't need that. That's that gravel ammo, I think. Let's try and keep 500 steel plates, 50 superconductors, ultimate rifle, welder. Okay. Get back to building stuff, please. So that we can get back to building the ship. There we go. So that's why everything stopped, because I accidentally reset all the numbers for everything. Smart move. This spaceship, I would say the spaceship is MVP in that it is barely functional. Ah, this door is not there. Yeah, this spaceship over here though is not MVP. It's it's a hologram. Should be buildable though, at least. I guess we're focusing on the doors again. So the gold, my friend, is what I'm gonna have to go and get and then bring it, like, back. Literally. Tell these build-in repairs to stop building doors, because they're just building all my doors, and I don't need that many doors. Okay, build my ship, don't build the doors. There we go. So this probably won't take too long once it gets going here. Yeah, it's coming along. I'm curious what's going to be the, if there's any other missing mod parts. Do I have a jump drive that I could stick on here? What does a small jump drive look like in this mod? It looks like this thing. That's awkward because it's like 3 by 2 by 2. Not very symmetrical. So I might be able to put it... it's not gonna... it might fit where the old one was. It probably needs superconductors, so we're not gonna have a jump drive. That's fine. Grandmaster Rykon, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Yeet. Let's get my new... What's your thoughts on Empyreon? Because I almost got into Empyreon back in the day, like a couple years ago, and then decided it was not as good as Space Engineers. But maybe I was wrong about that. Yeah. No. I wish this was a luxury cruise ship. This ship, the big ship here, the Graceful Exit, was built so that I could get off a different planet, and it was like built as fast as I could, which was extremely slow, turns out. Just so I could get off the Earth-like planet, which is up there. And then I mined some stuff and some asteroids, and then I went to the moon and was getting shot at all the time, so I got some gold and some silver and left. And then it turned out I didn't get enough gold. So I came to Mars, and I started building a base here. This is the foundation of it down here. That I landed the thing on top. The Graceful Exit here. And now I'm waiting for this other ship to get constructed by my build and repair nanobot things so that I could go back to space, find some gold, because I'm kind of stuck building stuff. Oh, stream element spot. Going a little crazy there. So I'll take you on a little tour of the ship. I would like to know what Delaron had said that got him timed out. So I'll take you on a tour. So that was the bridge. This is the back of the ship. Both sides look the same, but it's basically like there's a bunch of industry stuff on the side here. Refineries over here. Hydrogen tanks in the back, a bunch of big cargo tanks, and then I haven't figured out what to do with the back yet. It's basically just an open spot, and I've kind of been, I don't know, when I got to the planet, I started just kind of like hanging stuff off the back when I needed it. I called this thing the Wart Tower of Refineries. So I should get rid of this. I really needed... I don't know what you said. Apparently you said 4 things. Did you say 4 things really fast? Because if you spam really fast, it'll probably time you out. I should look at the settings. I just use the default settings for the stream element spot. But yeah, in the last episode, I had a... yeah, I thought about that. Doing like a ramp or something and having this be like a garage. Or some sort of docking bay, like lower the back a little bit so it's a little bit taller. I might very well do that. But anyway, I had like a bajillion kilograms of stone and I was trying to chew through it really fast, and so I built this whole thing up, and now I'm realizing that I should probably take this down and reuse these components for things because I don't need all this. So let's do that. Well, I'll just do that manually while the build and repair is doing stuff. Getting rid of all these might cause the script that runs my inventory to freak out. Because it was probably tracking all these. No, not what I wanted to do. There we go. Oh, you know what? I should put my weapon... What is going on? I might have to, give me a second here. I'm going to go into the stream elements and see what's going on with the... Hold on. I'm going to go on pause here for a minute while I figure out the bot thing. Alright, so what the bot will do is if you are saying anything that is like an excessive amount of capital letters, posting links, an excessive amount of emotes, whatever that means, paragraphs, as in like really long text, certain amounts of symbols, I don't even know what that is specifically, but, or just banned words. So, I don't know. Did you type something excessively long, like a novel? That's fine. I just reduced its, what would you call it? Yeah, that's probably what it was. You spoke too much. I toned it down for a bit, so. Empyrean, good. Okay, there we go. That is a phrase that's allowed to be said here. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I should try Empyrean again. I tried it very briefly and didn't really get into it because I was already deep into Space Engineers. It's crazy how good Space Engineers has gotten in the last 2 years. Like, they've done a ton with it.
Inventory full.
When I first got Space Engineers, it was like, I had just built a new computer and it had a AMD Ryzen, and they had just put out a bug. They had just put out a new bug that would cause the entire game to freeze up for like 2 to 3 minutes, like randomly every so often. The whole game would just freeze. And the fix for like a year was whenever they would put out an update, I would have to go into the developer kit and pull out a different, like the developer version of the VRage engine, and replace that into the game files, and then it would work fine. And then finally they fixed it like a year later. But yeah, for a while it didn't work at all with like AMD CPU or certain AMD CPUs.
Full.
Oh, you know what? I think it was using these, now that I think about it. I probably should not have taken these apart. Yeah, those are important. I should probably put the power modules back on too. But yeah, Space Engineers is significantly more stable now than it used to be, even especially in terms of multiplayer. And I don't know if you knew this, but they reduced the size of the bounding boxes for everything to actually match their visual look. So things can rub, like you can slot things in really buttery smooth in between each other now without things clanging out, which helps significantly. There are no story elements to the game. Still. What do I need for the steel plate? See, I'm talking, I'm not paying attention here. But yeah, no, there's still no story elements. It's still like whatever you make of it. The modding scene has gotten like exploded over the last 2 years. They did modders completely rebuilt the weapon system from the ground up. They added water, like actual water to planets as a mod. They did I don't know, atmospheric. I put that on, right? Hold on, I'm gonna try something. Let's see, if I go flying really fast. Yeah, you can see my heat build up on the side there. That's because I'm flying through the air too fast. Eventually I'll catch on fire and die. And then you can also see the wind down at the bottom there. That's a mod. Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. This world has, I don't know, like 70 some mods in it. Pretty crazy. I'll point out, while I'm waiting for it to finish building these back up again, I'll point out things that are mods. I never really finished my ship tour either. Oh, these plates here, not mods. These are part of the base game now. This weapon here, that's a mod. We do have, though, in terms of block weapons, we do have a bunch of new weapons now as of less than a year ago. So we have, well, I'm gonna just show all these off here because they're so fun. These are the new weapons. So we got, this is a small grid autocannon turret, which is very cool. We got the assault cannon turret, which I can't actually place anywhere on my ship. That thing's pretty cool. This thing, the artillery turret. There we go. This fixed artillery thing, and then my current new favorite, the railgun, which is rather large, but has a really cool firing effect. So yeah, there was a big like weapons update not long ago. Let's see, a big thing was multiple player server that I would build bases and auto construct fighters for others to defend with us. Yeah, that sounds cool actually. These, yeah, actually, these things are, like, they actually fire their projectiles and then, like, you know, you can dodge the projectiles, essentially. So they're not just like, if I remember what hit scan means, it's not just like, if it fires then it hits kind of thing. It's like it fires and then you have the ability to dodge the projectiles. They actually, I watched a video, someone actually did a test where they fired the projectiles at each other and the bullets themselves actually bounced off of each other. So that's how the game engine renders the bullets. I think they're closer to missiles, the newer bullets. let's go look at my ship. You cannot curve it. No, I don't think so. I think if you're flying in a straight line, they'll maintain their, like, and you fire, like, sideways, they'll maintain that sideways velocity. You're all really tempting me now to stop doing all of this stuff and just test out all of these theories instead of working on building the base. Because that sounds way more... This all sounds way more fun. Before I started this series, I was doing a test to see, like, what would it be like to well, I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for this series, and so I just did a stream where I was, like, testing stuff out on the planet, and I had the Stargate mod, which I think has been around for a long time, but I was testing to see if that was more stable. It's not, unfortunately, more stable, but wanted to see what would happen if you fired a railgun through the Stargate, and it turns out one of two things will happen. It will either just, the shot will just pass through the Stargate without issue, or it will somehow clip the Stargate and cause it to explode. So, did not keep the Stargate mod. I don't think I have enough room in between here for the jump drive. I would have to move these things, which I could do. Why are we not building? I'm gonna take a guess that I broke something. No valid conveyor path. That's not good. What did I break? Those are direct attached, so that's not an issue. Well, it is doing stuff. Transfer from... Oh, yeah, okay, to the other cargo container. Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on. We don't see that yet, do we? There it is. Okay. So, this is why... this is why all of these things started showing up in my... build and repair, in the inventory managers, because this blueprint contained this cargo container, which is marked as special, which means put a bunch of stuff in it, and it's supposed to have canvas in it, and probably ammo. So we're gonna change the name of this so that it will stop doing that. And because I like to keep things clean, let's... actually, no, these are on the Graceful Exit. Yeah. Okay. So, going back to my tour of the ship that I was doing, like, way too long ago. If we go out the side door here, then there's some stairs here, and you can go up and walk out onto the top of the ship. Or you can go down the ladder here, or you could walk over here and just fall off. You know, whatever floats your boat. So the goal for this base, to get everybody up to speed, first off, I used the nanobot drill and fills, nanobot drill and fills, to drill this all out, which is why we had a ton of extra stone to process. And the plan was to build an underground multi-floor facility here, and this area is going to be like where ships can launch in and out of. So like this ship here will eventually go down into here. I'm realizing now that this is a really, really long opening. I probably should have not put the opening back underneath the cockpit of the other ship, but we'll fix that later. So yeah, this is going to be down here. The kind of like the docking bay area. And then back down this way will be the, like, I don't know, living quarters and command center and all that stuff. Ooh, what do we do here? Oh, we broke the world, folks. Oh boy. Well, this here is a good example of what happens when you mess with the world with nanobots. We have pierced the veil. We're looking into the void here. This is the inside of the planet. That's this planet's moon, Europa, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we've... Not only have we dug out the voxels, we've completely destroyed them. So there we go. Yep. Yep, you ever wondered what the inside of a planet looks like? It looks basically like the sky. It's pretty crazy. Who knew? That's... Yep. I'll probably get a tweet from Neil deGrasse Tyson later explaining that it does not, in fact. But that's okay. How's the ship looking? Looking like a ship, almost. We need to kind of build out more of the front here. Do I have anything in my... Yeah. Make me a thing. This sensor is probably for... This thing probably has its own radar on it. These weapons that it has are not... Like, they're mostly for show, I would say. Like, if I get attacked in space, the weapons are just there to, like, make noise while I die. They're probably not going to be super useful. This ship is equipped with some teeny tiny shield generators, and what these will do is make it so that if I bump into something I don't explode, but that's about it. They'll probably protect me from like 4 bullets. This ship does have... I'm standing on a giant hydrogen tank, so I'm pretty sure it has hydrogen thrusters. Yeah, it does. So... I guess I'll go over real quick. Let's talk about some other really cool blocks that have come out in the past 2 years or so. We have pistols in the game now. We have handheld rocket launchers, RPGs, in the game now. You just put the ship missiles into them and they launch them. Let's see, what other ones of these are not from mods? Let's see, so we got the ability to put dead engineers down. I think that was like 3 years ago at this point. Wastelands. We got cool new wheels. We got this one block that's an exhaust pipe, and all it does is do special effects. It has no actual function, but you can make like smoke and fire come out of it to make your stuff look cool. New cockpits and stuff, new kind of windows and lights. What else? We got neon tubes. New kinds of buttons. We got a bar. We got new kinds of thrusters and stuff. We got hallways, more than one hallway, so we got lots of hallways now. Different kinds of window walls and stuff. A weapons rack, that's pretty cool. We got new kinds of window blocks. Some of these are mods, but... What else? I know there's some other things in here. We got variants of different types of production blocks, so there's like a different refinery and a different assembler. Like giant warfare reactors and stuff like that. What's that thing? That's the hacking computer. feel like there's... Okay, yeah, we got the decorative blocks. Those are kind of old at this point. We did get... where's... I don't know where they are in the thing here, but these, like, block conveyors are part of the default game now. They might be DLC. I don't remember what is DLC and what's base game, because I have all the DLC. We got letters in the game now. This used to be like one of the most popular mods, and now it's part of the game. So that's fun. And these are the new wheels over here. They look pretty cool. We got the ability for things to leave like decals on the ground, so like my feet leave footprints sometimes, and the wheels will leave tracks in the ground. And the landing gear will leave a giant footprint wherever the ship lands. Oh, we got hinges. That's kind of that was a big deal. It's getting to be a pretty big deal here. They're getting to the point where, so you might be interested in the next big update that they've been talking about. They're working on two different things at the moment. One is like a more immediate update where they're rebuilding grid AI so that the grids themselves, grid being like a ship or a rover or, you know, a base or whatever, like ships and rovers and stuff can have actual AI that's more programmable. So you could say like, hey, have this drone just follow this character and it'll just do that, you know, or have it, like right now the grid AI is like, the built-in one is like, fly to this waypoint, fly to this waypoint, fly to this waypoint, and that's pretty much it. But they're redoing all of that to make it a lot more flexible and do more cool things. They're adding a block in the next update that's just like an IFFF block, which is like whenever a certain thing happens on the grid, do this other thing. And it could be as granular as like whenever a certain block gets built onto the grid, or whenever a certain cargo container gets to a certain percentage full, do a thing. Really cool stuff that they're coming out with. And then the other thing is they're rebuilding their VRage engine, which is the game engine that this is running in. And VRage 3, they're working on like full liquid simulation and all sorts of optimizations. One of their lead engineers was posting on Twitter that they went through like 6 or 7 different game engines to test all of their physics engines to see which ones were the most stable. And they ended up with, I want to say Havoc 2022 was the physics engine that they're going to go with, because they could do a ridiculous amount of things without having them all clanging out. So, not sure when that's going to happen, but it's, or if that will be like a Space Engineers 2 kind of thing, or just like a major upgrade to this game. But either way, like there is some really cool active development still going on with this game. Yeah, that was kind of the reason I was doing the series here, is because I stopped playing Space Engineers for a little bit. When the pandemic started, I really got into it like hardcore. And then I, took a break from it for a while, but then all the new stuff coming out, I wanted to get back in and see how's it going? What can I still do? We got these spotlights now that have been pointing around. That's new. That's not a mod. You can tell this is actually pretty cool. These have a little bit of AI in them where we can say, like I could say target friends. And now this spotlight will, this little menu I'm bringing up too is a mod. Just so you know. Target friends on. And now this will always just point at, so like now it's just going to follow me around everywhere I go. Yami himself 360, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. I'm shining the spotlight on you right now, if I could. So yeah, I've got it set to, set it to target enemies, which is really cool because, like normally these things, I've got them on idle movement, so they just kind of look around. But if an enemy ship comes by, they all suddenly snap to it and point at it, which is really cool. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying the YouTubes. I try to get these up on there pretty quickly after they get streamed, so specifically for that reason, so that people can catch up on it. Not that it's really like super exciting, but trying to get my shipbuilding skills back into, tip-top shape. And you can see from the thing that I'm looking at right here that I kind of screwed up the side of this ship here. I really hate how this turned out. But the rest of it, if you don't look at that part, I like how the rest of it turned out. Just don't look at that part. If you guys want to see the most amount of thrusters ever, this is how many thrusters it takes to lift this thing off the ground when it's full of ore. Thanks, I appreciate that. Hopefully, yeah, this was the first time that I really kind of, when I make ships on my own, I obviously don't talk to myself the whole time, but when you're streaming, you got to kind of talk a lot. So I think it actually really did kind of help with, oh my god, a raid. Thank you so much. Who's doing this? Duval Gaming. Well, thanks. I have no idea who you brought with you, but thanks, everybody. I much appreciate it. We are... Oh, man, I just finished explaining, everything that we're doing, but that's okay. I'm just walking out around the ship killing time until this ship that I'm building here is done getting built. So, yeah. So the plan here, to catch up everybody now, because there's so many people, we got this ship that I'm throwing together here. And when I say me, I mean the team of Nanobot Build and Repairs. Is putting this together so I can get up into space and get some gold. And the rest of the base is, well, it's not doing much. It's just building the ship. It's building the parts to build the ship. We do have a sunrise coming up soon. And for that, let's see, what is it, 5:50, 5:40 local time here on Mars. When the sun comes up, I've already set up my lawn chair. And I've got my bar ready to go. So I'm just waiting. When that sunrise comes up, we'll sit and watch the sunrise while we wait for the ship to get constructed. And this vehicle turned out to be fairly useless. It's actually kind of probably a really good early game kind of a vehicle because it was super cheap to build. But it's got this block right here, which for the life of me I cannot... Oh my god! What? Okay, so last stream I spent 10 minutes trying to get this block to weld, and even the build and repairs refused to weld it. Oh my god, can I get the one on the other one? This is the best day ever. Hold on. Come on. What? I guess I needed to reboot the game. I could not get that block to weld because it kept targeting every other block around it. Wow. You're all good luck. That's what I have to say to that. And I would build that light, but I don't have construction components. Come here, construction components. Gimme. Thank you. Come on. Come on. See, this is what I was running into last time. There we go. I just used all my construction components, didn't I? I needed 4. And yep. Come on. Oh. Okay. Can I get this one? No, we're still not getting this one. Come on. No. Okay. That's fine. I'll take the little wins where I can get them. Yeah. Okay. Well, since we're still waiting for that to be constructed, and There's been an influx of viewers here. I'll take everybody on the tour. Oh no, the void closed up, you guys. The void is gone. There was a hole in the voxels here and we could look through into the void. It's gone now. It was right here, along this line. Well, you win some, you lose some, right? Oh yeah, you're right. It probably is a night void. Obviously the void wouldn't want to come out during the day. Ah, there we go. Ah, look at that sunrise. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. The solar panels ought to be kicking in pretty soon here. Oh, they're already pointing at it, so I guess they don't need to do anything. It's nice. It's nice living on Mars. There's not a lot of air, but there's not no air. There's some air. Just not a lot. And there's a good amount of gravity. So, what are the odds that this is actually going to be done tonight? Or am I going to space with a bunch of unwelded up armor blocks? I don't even know what most of these cargo level... Oh, I got a bunch of old scripts on here. I should probably tell these batteries to charge up. Do I have a battery charge? There we go. Hopefully all the batteries are built. Yep. Could probably get that out of here. Duval Gaming, I hope I'm saying your name right. Thank you so much for the follow. And the raid. Much appreciated. I gotta figure out how to get the Own 3D bot out of here. I don't recall turning that on, and it's just like the, it's like the bot that, it's like the Me Too bot. It's like, ooh, Stream Elements said something, I'm gonna say the same thing. So, in terms of... I parked next to that platinum boulder and I never went to get it. In terms of the mods in this game, there is a... if you look on my YouTube, under the same name, Duke Skylover, and look at any one of these, one of the more recent videos posted, there is a link to the mod list for the world, and it is up to date. The most recent thing that I added was Reavers, and I think some more cargo ships. But the only things that are spawning on this world are assertive ships, and that is kind of concerning me, because they're not really going to bother me. And I'd kind of like for some things to bother me, because I got guns now. Have guns willing to fire, or blasters, we could call them. Yeah, we're almost done. If we're doing the armor blocks, that means we're probably just about done here with building this. And actually, how much... I've got a lot. Let me just weld up a bunch of these. There we go, see? I'm doing stuff. Mm-hmm. So this is funny, because I put in the mod that, I put in the mod... Yeah, Cammy, I saw that the Reavers, I was kind of hoping I would get, like, some small Reaver ships to attack or something, or at least, like, some challenge to hide. It might be that, once I get to space, that there'll be some in there, who knows, but, yeah, so far I got none. I also have probably a fairly large threat score at this point, so, modular encounters would probably give me some of the larger readerships, so I should probably count my blessings. But anyway, the thought that I was going to say was, I put in this newer mod that allows the build states to take on the textures from the final thing, and I'm just realizing now that that means I have like blue girders and stuff like that. Like these look okay because they're like just the dusty texture. We have so many textures now for the people asking about what's new in the game. Lots and lots of textures. But yeah, this is fun. Looks pretty cool actually. Let's throw you in there, get you going on there, get you built up, get you built up. One of the things... Did I run out of steel plate already? I ran out of steel plate already. One of the things that I like about the build and repair is that, and probably the main reason that I use it still, is because it can get things that you missed. Like if you accidentally weld up everything and there's an unwelded block in the middle, it'll weld it up. Yeah, it's really handy if you're building a base and you're putting... put down a platform of unbuilt stuff and then start building things on top, and then now you can't weld up those things underneath. That's what build and repair is good for. Probably other things too. No, I don't want to build that. I want to build that, and I want to build that. Did I run out? Yeah, I did. I ran out again. We're getting close. Turn off, please. Alright, let's do a quick status check on... Okay, oxygen's good. Hydrogen should probably fill up soon. So here's some more mods I've got in. Iron Man Reactor keeps my energy topped off. And then all of these things are from a personal shield mod. So I have... some defense. If I get hit with some bullets, I can survive a couple of them. There will always be some bleed through, but I can survive a little bit. Not so much an explosion. I think if I get hit with something exploding, I'm probably going to die still, but... let's see what else we need to do here. I don't have the correct weapon on me. Should be you. There we go. And yeah, I think now we're just waiting for the just the last couple of bits here to weld in. Would be nice to have the batteries charged up, but I think they'll probably survive. So let me show you an example of the personal shields in action here. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. I took like 5 points of health damage when that might have actually killed me. So. I have not been... there was a different personal shield mod that I used to use that was more like absolute. Like it was basically just like another layer of... like hit points, essentially. And on top of the reactor, it's called the handled reactor because whoever made it is probably not English, is not their first language, but the handheld reactor is what this is supposed to be called. With the other shield one would just keep it fully charged all the time, and so you were just invincible, essentially. But with this one, there's always some bleed through, and then there's always, like it is, you could see it on the left of my screen. It's got the shield status and everything. There's resistances to different types of damage, and there's always some bleed through and stuff. And but it is cool because it does look like a hamster ball, which I enjoy. Yep. So right here, is where I used to have a modded jump drive that isn't in this world. There is a small grid jump drive in this world, but it won't... I don't think it will fit here. Oh wait, maybe it will. I don't have the parts to build it, but... Let's see, no, it's way too wide. So I would have to move these thrusters out, and then drop that jump drive in, which I can do, but I don't have any gold to make the superconductors needed for it, and that's the whole reason I'm building this ship, is to go get the gold. Let me not. Just thinking out loud there for a minute. What are we building here? Oh, don't tell me you guys are building these things. What are you building? Oh, you're still working on the ship. Okay. It's doing something down here. What is this? My spare hydrogen engine? You should be on recharge, right? Charge mode. Recharge. They should all be recharging either way because the solar panels are probably pulling in more power than we're using. This thing's got some chunky engines on it, which is nice. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, this ship is one of ISL's designs. Really amazing blueprint maker. Well thought out stuff, doesn't require any mods. All the utility you need, various different sizes. I've hyped up this person's blueprints on Reddit a couple of times, but I just can't. Like for early game, these things are top notch. This is what I'm. I think it's this one or one of the other. No, there's an EOS. I think it's in Atlas. It's this one. Just really, really good stuff that you could just build with mainly the like early game materials. So like this whole thing, other than like the modded stuff that I've put on it, is essentially iron, nickel, and silicon, and that's it, which is pretty great. So then I'm gonna have to remember how this thing works. The ore detector is working because I'm getting ore signals now. I think I was before though. Either way, they're working. Solar tower is looking good. I got the Izzy solar alignment script going, so this thing will always point at the sun, which is nice. I had thought about putting some sort of a dock on this ship, like on the top somewhere, where I could dock the little ship to the big ship. They made some changes not too long ago, maybe like year and a half, 2 years ago. They made some changes to how the ship, to how the grids handle like shared grid physics when two grids are attached to each other as subgrids. They didn't fix the one thing that I really needed them to fix, which is the rotational force. So like if that small ship were docked on here, like let's say toward the back, let's say I put like either a landing pad or a connector or something on the back here and just attached it to the back, you know, this larger ship, while it's flying with dampeners on, it can compensate for its own weight and everything just fine. But you smack that thing on here, it used to be, I hope I'm not getting this wrong, it used to be that having a subgrid attached would cause this ship to slowly sink because it wouldn't account for the weight of the additional grid on it. It would only account for its own weight. And it would cause this grid to slowly rotate because it would be heavier in the back, and the gyros wouldn't account for that either. I believe they've fixed it, and I might be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure they've fixed it so that the ship will take into account the weight of what's on it, so it will, you know, generate the proper thrust to hold everything up. But it still doesn't take into account the offset weight, so the gyros will still, like this ship will slowly rotate Or if something really heavy is attached to it, it will very quickly rotate. So, yeah. So I'm trying to avoid having ships attached to ships unless I'm in space where that gravity doesn't matter anymore. Let's check on our... I don't hear a lot of stuff happening. I'm seeing some... I got drills. I think we're done. I think we are done. It looks good. Batteries are probably charged enough. Let me go back into the build and repairs and tell them they can go ahead and start building the doors again. I would really love to have these doors all built up when I get back. The whole surface here is going to be able to seal up, which is going to be hopefully cool. I don't know. Alright. Oh boy, we got... I have no idea what these groups used to be. I bet you these were jump drive related, maybe? Or maybe these were... these might have been related to going up into space. Oh my gosh, nothing's good here. I'm gonna try something here. What is attached? I was gonna grind off the cockpit real quick and let it rebuild and see if all the stuff comes back. Because sometimes if you sit in the cockpit before stuff is rebuilt, it won't detect the things and the toolbar will be messed up. I think that will be fine. Let's grind you away and then build you back up and see what happens here. Hey, there we go. Okay, so we're still missing some things. I'm gonna guess that those were related to the jump drive not being there. So if I turn you on, that's probably my radar. Or maybe not, but that monitor turned on. What is 6? 6 is LiDAR. Yeah, so that should be the LiDAR system. What is going on with my LiDAR here? No, probably don't need it. That's a waste of power. We'll just... what are these? Turret control. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. We could probably just turn those off for now. So we got atmospherics, we got... Okay, good. We need to actually connect you to the ship, though. Oops, wrong one. Connect. Okay, good. So we got that going on. Let's turn these all off. What's your deal? Are you on stockpile goods? So you're filling up real fast. Okay. And the batteries are just about full. You are... There we go. Yeah, it's probably good enough. I think we could probably go to space, folks. Yeah. What sorts of cruise control? That's the thing that I need. That's going to be a little too fast. Let's put you at 70. Whoops. Get out of there. Put you at... Oh, I don't have numlock on. There we go. 75. Seriously? There we go. And actually we want to use the bottom ones. I don't want you blasting forward accidentally. Refueler. What were you up to? That's probably fine. Let's look at the Gatlings. You guys could probably use some ammo in here. Or that's a problem. Okay. Why? 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 You're built on a conveyor. You're connected to there. I can pull ammo through here. Or at least I should be able to, right? Yes. Okay. Well. Give me... We'll just load it manually. And then hope that it doesn't... Izzy doesn't take it out. Okay, I think we're good. I'm not going to bother with the parachutes because I like living on the edge. Actually, maybe I don't like living on the edge. How many parachute hatches do I have? I think I only need one in each of those, right? I can't pull anything. I can't... Is there a... Is something broken here? Looks like we've got... That's a straight connection through into there. So we should have been able to pull ammo through. This isn't, like, damaged or something, is it? No. We were able to pull hydrogen through. Why can't I get, You know, it's funny you brought up Elite Dangerous, because I have struggled with remembering how the controls work a lot. And it seemed like every time I would sit down to play again, I could not remember how you actually play the game. Okay. So anyway, it's a separate grid now. Why is the power off? The batteries are off, but shouldn't it be able to pull from here? Or do I... Oh, you know what? Do I need to set it to override power transfer? I have no idea. Well, I don't know. When I turn the batteries on, it should light up again. But what is the deal with that? Because this is a... This hinge has a conveyor through it. It's large, so... That's fine. Oh, you need to turn off. If I could pull ammo through here, I should be able to pull ammo up into the ship. Actually, you know what? I'm going to set these batteries to auto. Okay, so we're that's fine. That's really strange. I'm not sure why it would do that. We're going to move the ship. Well, you know, I'll wait till we come back down. But we're going to replace this hinge with like a full-on large grid connector, and maybe that'll just solve the problem. Let me grab all my canvas. This thing... These should be small grid, and I'm pretty sure the cockpit is wired up to these things. Yeah, okay, good. Alright. One in there. One in there. One in there. Okay. So now we got that going. Drop those off. Let's look up. Oh, we refilled hydrogen while sitting in the seat. Nice. Okay, what do you say we go up to space and then figure it out when we get there? Ooh, you know what? Where's the, Where's the ore detector on this thing? If I point an ore detector forward, I can use the radio spectrometry mod. I just gotta have a ore detector pointed forward. And I don't know where the internal ore detector is. Or if it's maybe it's already pointed forward, I don't know. I think it needs line of sight for a raycast, though. Let's just stick one on top and go from there. Maybe I could put it... I don't have any steel plate. Nobody has any steel plate. Come on. There we go. What color? I don't care. I'm just going to put it on that color. Alright, where's the ore detector we have? This one is going to be called spectrometry. Yeah. And you could just be off, crank you up. This is modded range. And then, what do you say we use the LiDAR monitor Is that this one? Yeah, okay. You're not doing anything right now. Looks like nothing's been set up anyway, so let's put radio spectrometry on there. Make it readable. Oh, I'm not going to be able to read that. I'm not going to be able to read that at all. Oh, actually that helps. It would be nicer if that was moved forward by one. I think we're gonna be a little jank with this. And just drop one like right in front of it. Like right there. Does that look a little... Yeah, there we go. I can see it a little bit better. I don't need most of these scripts that are on these. Ah. I hit the wrong button. I accidentally hit copy instead of paste. What was I calling this? Spectrometry, which is a really fun word to say. So yeah, this is also a mod that adds a script in that basically says if you point an ore detector at an asteroid, it will do a scan of the asteroid, and it will look something like that, and attempt to show you what's at... so you can kind of see what's there. It's really hard to see the words. Yeah, we'll do our best. This way you don't have to fly to everything. And since I only have hydrogen, and I don't want to lose all my hydrogen... Yeah, whatever. Alright, do I have a... Oh good, a bunch of assertive just came in. I still have a bunch of stuff that isn't showing up. That's fine. That's fine. This is all fine. Do I have ascent? I want to say run, and then we're going to run with 75, and we're going to run with negative 75. Okay, so I want 75 to go up, and where are these guys at? They are not coming this way. Alright, let me drop a GPS to this exact point. And then let's not... Oh, you are really... This refueler is going to be the death of me, isn't it? Oh, bad. Yeah, yeah. Sure, this is fine. Sure. Hey, okay. We're okay. We're okay. This is fine. Do we have... Is hydrogen working? No. Hydrogen. Some of hydrogen is working. Is the engine on? No, engine is turned off. How come we're not getting hydrogen? Stockpile. Oh, that refueler script. Okay. You are off. You're screwing me up here. There we go. Okay. Alright, so... let's try to level ourselves out a little bit here. And hit go. And, oh my god, what are we doing? Well, I'm going to be honest with you all. This is not the way that I expected to get to space. And I'm probably gonna stop. Yep. So, let's what is going on with the script? Why are we... This is, okay, you're not overwriting. You're not overwriting. You're not overwriting. Oh, it's the... Oh, I know what it is. It's the, deadly... It's the atmosphere. Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can compensate for that. Oh, I can barely roll the ship. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm glad I put the parachutes on. I'm not gonna regret this. Okay, let's tell the gyros. Do I have the gyros set somewhere? I'm gonna spend so much time getting this ascent script. The ascent script basically takes me to space with the minimum amount of fuel used. And I'm gonna spend just all of my fuel sitting here trying to get that script to work. And, yeah. Gyros. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn override on and off and hope that if I just... Oh, that's bad. That's not good. Okay. Oh, maybe that's the problem, actually. Do these gyros have... Yeah, look at that. Okay. We're gonna have to zero you out. I think that's the problem. It's that these have an override set, and it was the script was turning on the overrides, and then not bothering to zero them out. Okay. Okay. Is one of these still? Oh yeah, this didn't work. Thank you. Zero. 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 Okay. Turn you all off. Come on. Shake it out. There we go. Okay, ready? Nope. Why are we just falling? This is a script. There we go. Nope. Okay. Plan... What are we on? Plan E? Okay, gyro's locked first. Take me up. I think we're in business now. So, okay, so the gyros are fighting against the air at this point. And hopefully, so I've got it set to a speed of 75. Meters per second max. It's not getting to that because of air resistance, but we will get there eventually. I really would like to not explode this ship. Where is... Once we get above the clouds, I can turn off the atmospheric engines. I don't have the drills. Oh, there's the drills. Okay. Good. Drills are working. Okay. What if we take a short break right here to do the YouTube thumbnail screenshot? What if we did something like this with Europa in the background? You all ready for the Ansel super resolution? Here we go. Let's see, maybe we could get something more like... I made it to space, almost. I mean, technically, just made it to space. I did add the parachutes, I hope. Okay, ready? This is going to look weird. It's going to take a super high-resolution image. Okay. There we go. That's the YouTube thumbnail now. Okay. So. I should be more explicit with that. That might be like a seizure warning kind of thing. What it does is you move the camera and take like a high-resolution image of a small square of what it's looking at, and then it spins it across and then stitches them all together. And then I end up with a really high-resolution image where everything is at its highest LOD because the camera gets really close to it. It's pretty cool. So, how are we doing? Gravity is dropping. I don't need atmospheric thrusters on anymore because they're not doing anything. We are above the planet. I can't turn the ship at all because the gyros are locked. We've still... Actually, you know what? Maybe I should leave the Atmos on for a bit because we're still building up heat, implying that we are actually still in the atmosphere. Once the heat... Okay, heat's dropping now, so we are exiting the atmosphere. So we'll just shut those off. Alright. Yeah, we need to do a... because of the atmospheric mod, we do need to do a controlled descent. When we come back, we can't just, like, plummet to the ship and then deploy the parachutes. Or, I'm sorry, plummet to the planet and deploy parachutes. We have to do a controlled descent, otherwise we will burn up on re-entry. Which is a nice change of pace from what I used to do, which is just, you know, burn up on re-entry. I mean, what I could do, what would actually be cool is if I could just, like, fill up a pod of stuff and drop it down. And then have, like, a small control... I don't know. That's definitely even more complicated, but... Drop pods would be cool. If they could also survive... If they could be built to survive the... atmospheric reentry. 0.23 Gs. We're almost there. The asteroids should be loading in soon. Oh, speak of the devil there. There is, I think there is enough for re-entry heat. I am not 100% sure. I did a really cool build once that wouldn't really work here because of the atmospheric mod, but worked really well on my world where I didn't have it. Where I built essentially like a launch pad, and it had a rocket, and then on the top of the rocket was a mining ship that only had ion thrusters. And what it would do is it had, like, with a single button, it would launch straight up, and it would keep itself level so that it was always directly above the platform. So it would launch straight up, and I would be in the miner at the top. And then the instant it got to 0 Gs, it would release the miner and fire reverse thrusters for just like 3 seconds, enough to slow itself down and start moving back toward the planet. And then the miner would be up in space, and the rocket itself would then just fall back down and deploy chutes when it hit the ground, or when it was close to the ground. And it would land usually within 1 kilometer of the base. It would have a nice soft landing. And then I could go out and mine in space, and all I would do is I would make a GPS of where I started from, like where I first got to gravity, and I would just fly back to that GPS and then fall down to the planet. And then I had a crane truck that I would just like drive out and get the miner, essentially, like pick it up and put it on its bed and drive it back and then take all the stuff out. It was a lot of work for, the only benefit to it was that it was cool. Like, just building a ship that can easily go in and out of atmosphere is much easier, but still, it was fun. We're passing a lot of asteroids that I'd really like to be scanning for things. We're at 0.06 Gs. We should be getting to the end of gravity any minute. It would be really nice if I did not have to fly very far away from here. So remember, we're looking for gold. We don't want to get distracted by other shiny things. Even though that asteroid is nice and close, I prefer to do mining outside of gravity so I don't burn as much hydrogen. Yep, that would be a cool idea. I've thought about trying to recreate what Splitsy did with the armchair launcher. It seems like a lot of work, but having it be where it just was like in gravity and could just like drop out the bottom, that would be cool. I still have no idea how. If you're familiar with Splitsy's series, I have no idea how he managed to get it so accurate that it could just like trebuchet a cargo container and it would land within a couple kilometers of his base from space. That was crazy. I am already at, you know what? We're already at 0 G, and I've already used half my fuel. I don't think this script worked at all. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, it should have stopped me a long time ago. Alright, as long as we're up here, let's mine some stuff. So we need to find an asteroid to point at. And I can't see what this screen is telling me. Where is gold? Okay. So let's see if we point at this one. There we go. So no gold on that one. I'm not gonna try to explain the spectrograph here, but too much. But basically, we got to line up the dots in the row that says gold with the spikes in the spectrograph, and if they all line up, or if every dot in the row has a corresponding spike, then there's gold there. That's basically the deal. Okay, Europa's not going to have any. What about this guy? I needed more gyros on here. Gold? No. I swear, if I'm going to have to... It is... The mod is called Radio Spectrometry. And it is a... It is an actual mod. It looks like a script, but it's an actual mod. And you just choose it and put it on your screen, and then you point an ore detector at stuff, and it does like a raycast, and then comes up with a graph. And now I don't know which ones I've already scanned. Yeah, it means that I can sit here and point at asteroids to see what's on them, and not have to fly out to them to see what's on them. Like, it makes me feel more like an explorer or like a scientist, I guess. Let's see, what's this one got? This one's got... no, I don't think so. What about some of these over here? What's this guy got? No gold. I'm going to end up having to go back to the moon, aren't I? If I have to go to the moon, then this was all for nothing, because I have to take the... I would have to either disassemble the jump drive from the Graceful Exit, which now that I think about it was probably a reasonable option. And... wait a minute. Do we have gold on this one? No, we don't. Yeah, I'm wondering if it wouldn't have been better to... Because the reason I'm might not be finding stuff easily is because I'm using the Scarce Resources mod, which spreads out the ores to very specific places, so you're not just going to find every single thing in space. Ooh, can I get that one? I don't know if I can get that one. So there, I'm pretty sure there should be gold in asteroids somewhere, but it's not guaranteed. Nope. This one's got stone, of course. And I think I looked at that one. Yep, no gold. Alright, let's... there's another assertive. I'd assume there would be more reavers. Nope. Okay. I am preparing for the worst case scenario here, which is that there is no gold in space. Or at least none within the radius that I'm willing to travel for gold. Because gold's got a dot way out there, yeah. Yeah, I know, right? This radio spectrometry thing, I didn't get it at first, but after I used it, I was like, this is absolutely ridiculous. And it's so easy to set up. You just put an ore detector and point... oh, thank you for the follow, by the way. Rumbusted? However you say it, thank you very much for the follow. Take an ore detector and stick it on your ship so that, the front is pointing at what you want to scan. And it'll just shoot a ray out, and when it hits an asteroid, then it basically generates this fake spectrometry thing. But it's very cool. And it'll, you can point it at all sorts of things, and it just generally won't work at, planets and stuff. If you're on a planet, it'll just look like a jigga-jagga line. Cool. Hey, look, I don't remember which was the last way that I pronounced it, but I'll go back and look at the videotape later on and commit that to memory, because I want to make sure that I get everybody's names right. But thank you very much for following. Do we have a winner here? Nice. Okay. Gold? There's a lot of lines on this one. I don't think so, though. Oh, wait, maybe. No, I don't think so. What about this one? No. Alright. Well, my worst fear has come true. We do not have... There's no gold here. So we're going to have to get a... we're going to have to go back to the planet, get a modded small grid jump drive on this thing, and go to the moon again, where I left a little base there that I could at least dock at and charge up. Actually, can I? Did I leave any sort of power generation there? I don't think so. Well, I could dock at this base and provide power to it for some reason. But yeah, I think we're going to have to go to the moon. That's where the gold is supposed to be. This one that I'm pointing at right now... Wait a second. This one that I'm currently flying near might actually have gold. And the assertives are after me now. Who's talking? Oh god, you're less than 3 kilometers away. Well, thank goodness they didn't care. Okay, this one I'm pointing at may actually have gold on it. It's really hard to read the thing, but it's on the way. We're going to go check it out. Oh, that's weird. That's weird that you're having the loading error. I don't know what would cause that. You might want to, well, if you've said you've re-downloaded it. I can't really help with that. Boy, we are moving slowly here. Alright, we're back in gravity. So I didn't really want to be doing this in gravity, but that's okay. If we run out of hydrogen, we might be able to fall to the planet and survive long enough for the atmospherics to kick in. Or it's possible there's not enough atmosphere for me to actually burn up, but we'll see. I could always pop the chutes as soon as we get into atmosphere and then just have a really, really slow descent back to the ground. Oh, I also got to remember that this thing can't stop on a dime. I think that right there is this asteroid's shadow on the ground. Alright, do we see any gold popping up? I think I've got the detector on max range here. Come on. Come on. What do we got? Iron, silver. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yep. Okay. Okay. Well, that was oh geez, that was nerve-wracking. Okay, so there is no gold here. There's iron and silver. And I don't need either of those. So we're going to just continue plummeting to the ground. And I think I'm now rather far away from where I need to be on the ground. But we got 11 days of battery, so I think we'll be okay. I'm going to see if I could maybe boost myself. Once we get... Let's see, we're picking up speed here. Once we get close to the atmosphere, and we start picking up heat, then I'm going to have to get the controlled descent going. Alright, here we go. A trip to space. A waste of space. Maybe that's what I'll call this episode. I'm not going to have enough time tonight to get back to space. So we'll probably get back and I'll start getting the new jump drive going, and then the next time I stream, we will go back to the moon. Let's see. Weren't there some other asteroids down here in the atmosphere? Woo-ah. Alright, let me try to level out a little bit here. How far are we off course? Not too bad. Okay, so I'm going to level out. And gyros. Come on, get right about there. Gyros locked. We want to descent. Okay. So now we just wait. Yeah, we're not too far off course. Just gonna wait till we hit atmosphere and then... Because we're moving at basically max velocity right now. And there's a fairly good chance that when we hit atmosphere, we're gonna burn up. And if we hit it too hard, there's also a good chance that the burning up of the ship may cause the game to crash. So, I do have a blueprint of the ship, so if we need to, we could just make another one. I got a ton of materials. But I have no idea how close we are. Okay, so we're at 0.25 G. I don't know where the gravity kicks in, but I feel like it's, or where the atmosphere kicks in, but I feel like it's closer to like 10 kilometers from the ground. And we're at about 17. I got my finger hovering on the button. How fast do we slow down when I turn it on? Oh, it does not work. Ah. Okay. Well then, I might have to do my own controlled descent. That's controlled ascent. Yeah, that's not working. Okay. We're gonna have to do our own controlled descent then. Taking it in manually. We're still pretty level here. We are slowing, which implies that we are probably hitting atmosphere at this point. Yeah, we are. Okay. So, oh, nope, wrong button. Ooh, come on, level out. Level out, there we go, okay. So what I wanted to do was make sure that that actually worked. And now if I hit this, yeah, I don't think that's going to work at all. Where are my chutes at? Open, close. Just in case. Yeah, we might have to, I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I can slow down pretty fast. Yeah, we're just going to cruise down to the ground and see what happens here. It's actually kind of funny that we can't actually hit terminal velocity because of the air friction. The chutes should work in Mars atmosphere. I don't know how effective they will be, but they will work. And the chutes are actually, they started out as a mod, but they're actually vanilla now. There's an asteroid shadow over there. I mean, we could test the parachutes, but I'm afraid that they are not evenly distributed around the ship. and that we're going to end up just like, you know, flopping around. Do I have forward-facing? I'm just realizing I don't really have forward-facing thrusters. Atmospheric thrusters. Almost there. We seem to have hit a ceiling of heat and speed. Well, speed is still dropping. We are under 1,000 from the ground now. We're gonna suicide burn this. Ready? Bingo. Alright. Can I unlock the... Okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. So I'm gonna change the dock to an actual connector, and not hit the ground. Stopping would be good. Yes, I agree. This is I need to fix the ascent and descent script before we actually do this for real next time, because I'm not convinced that with an actual heavy load of ore that we would have been okay. Off, on. Okay, we're home. What is this thing doing? Oh, I know what it's doing. The bounding box for this door is kind of out in the middle here, so it's still probably building this door. These doors are very, very full of steel, so lots of iron in these. These are modded doors. They just are kind of boring looking, but they look like this. They are modded because instead of just going out 2 blocks, they will go all the way out to here. And so they will close the entire door for me. Alright, so we need to replace this with an actual connector, and then hope that that was the reason why stuff wasn't transferring. Come on, build my connector. You know what's going to be fun is putting in all of the walls around here. I'm not going to build all the way down. I'm going to build like 1 layer at a time going down, and we may never hit the bottom, but whatever. What's the problem here? Steel plate? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to name this, Mars Base 1, dock for the Atlas. What? Is that a different mod, Cammy? That like smooth doors all the way up? I kind of like the way these, like, somewhat realistically nest within themselves. But I always like trying out different doors. Underneath these doors, I've got these like force fields, so it would retain it would retain the airtight seal even after the doors are closed or open. Are you talking about... Because I've got these new ones here. The problem with these, which I like the designs of these, the new ones, but the problem is they only go out 2 blocks. Just like all the vanilla ones only go out 2 blocks. So these will go out up to 8, I think. I don't remember. I would like this thing to be built by the time I bring that ship over here. What do we think are the odds of that happening? What's going on with the steel? Okay, you're stuck on building those things. You're stuck on disassembling guns that don't exist. That's interesting. You're stuck on disassembling... Oh, all these things. Oh, this is not good. Izzy, you're making a fool of me here. There we go. We cleared that out. I don't know what... Yeah, that's fine if you want to do that. As long as somebody is making other components, we'll be good. Alright. Can I... Okay, good. I could... okay. I cannot fly forward, though, as we discussed. In fact, now we're only flying backwards. There we go. Okay. I had a camera. There we go. Nope. This one. This camera is behind, so I think we want to aim at that right there. If you aim at that light, like level out as best you can and aim at that light, then I think we should. There we go. And locked, and off, and do the batteries still die? What? Did stone just fall out of the... What? Oh, okay. Hang on. No, this is... No matter which way I slice it, it is confusing that stone is falling out of the ship. I'm gonna have to look into this. There shouldn't really have been any stone anywhere. Like, I understand why this is happening. The ejectors are ejecting stone, but there's no stone anywhere on the base. Where are they getting stone from? I honestly have no idea. I'm amused by it, but I have no idea. So what's happening here is definitely stone. These ejectors are on, and when you connect the ship, it's pulling stone from somewhere on the grid and ejecting it out the back, and then the build-in repairs are collecting it, putting it back into the system, and then these ejectors are spitting it back out again. The thing that I don't understand is where did the stone come from? Because there was no stone on the ship. It had eaten... We spent an entire episode eating the stone. And if I search the inventory for stone, there's no stone at any point showing up here. So, let's just, let's take our, are they the sorters? No, it's this. Here we go, the sorters. Sorters off. Now it will stop ejecting the stone. Oh god. Okay. I built this really wacky. I didn't need this many sorters. That's okay. I really would like to redesign a ship. Like a early game atmospheric, like planet to space miner. Because this one was, you know, I modified it Alright. Well, I don't know where the stone came from, and I don't care. So what we need to do is... we need to move these atmospheric thrusters out one. I think I should probably put some forward-facing ones somewhere. Possibly on top of the jump drive. So let's get rid of these. No, you can stay. That's fine. Get rid of you. And grab you off of there. Do-do. Okay. So let's grab Atmos. Should we do some sci-fi atmospheric thrusters so that they don't match? Let's do that. Okay. They're already not going to match. I'm going to use the color from the ship. So that's fine. What's going on? There we go. Okay. And of course I need some steel plate. Which we don't have much of. I have steel plate. What's your problem? Your problem is there's nothing you can attach to right there. You know what? Let's put in the jump drive first, and then we will build onto the side of it. And your problem is you don't fit right there. Okay. Right there is where we're going to put the jump drive. Right there. Okay. Then let's put... we had 2 each, right? 2 on each side. So let's go 1, 2. And then 1, 2. And then just to give me a little forward thrust I can use when and I don't have to use hydrogen. We'll do this. There we go. So there we go. Not pretty, but it'll work. So we need 200 superconductors. Let's go look at our jump drive back here and borrow some.
Inventory full.
There we go. Okay. And we need some gravity components. Did it say 10 gravity components? 10 gravities. This thing should have some gravity. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. This thing should have gravity components, right?
Inventory full.
Oh my god. Get out of here.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Jeez. I'm so close. Oh no, I can't target it. I'm gonna fall through it. There we go. Okay. My worry was that it was gonna disappear entirely. There we go. And now we have a tiny little jump drive. I have no idea if this will be enough to get to the moon in one go or not. But we'll see. So now let's put the rest of these back into here. I think the game should probably build this back up. And if it doesn't, I'm going to help it. I'd like to put these components back in if I can, before they get too broken apart. Okay, I think that's it for you. Alright. What else do I have on me? Nothing. Okay. Alright. Let's go set up the controls for this, and then I think I might call it a day. Ow. Yeah, that's looking okay. That'll get us where we need to go. Let's put one of these on the end. I know nothing matches, but... What? Yeah, I know, that's what I'm trying to... Fine. Aha. Outsmarted. Yeah, it probably does not have a lot of range, but... I think the problem I'm going to run into with this, potentially, is that I don't have a good... there is a large possibility that we're going to jump somewhere and then not be able to make it all the way there, and also not have a good way to fully recharge it for the return. Because it takes... what did it say? Hold on. Let me go back into the terminal with it here. Like 16 megawatts or something like that? Oh no. 3 megawatt hours. It can take... I'm assuming, doing the math here, it can take 20 megawatts of power and then store 3 megawatt hours. That is a lot for the batteries on here to handle. So I am wondering if it wouldn't behoove me to put like a small reactor on here and only use it to recharge this thing. Because there's no reactors on here. There is a hydrogen engine, but I don't really want to use that because I kind of need the hydrogen for getting around. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. What do I have in terms of modded reactors? I've got these reactors from Azimuth, however you say it. What will this give me? Let's do a little comparison. I'm pretty sure these will give me a lot, and I should have enough uranium that I could handle a lot. What's the difference between these two? 6-port, 2-port is probably fine. Okay, so a normal tiny reactor gives me... Where am I looking here? 500 kilowatts of output, which is not much compared to what I need for input. This one will give me 50 megawatts of output. Now, of course, this burns uranium, at a equivalent rate for that, but wait, or does it? Uranium ingot 0.00014 per second, 0.0001 per second. Am I doing that? Why does it seem like the 500 kilowatt one burns uranium faster than the 50 megawatt one? I didn't think you could mod, like I thought uranium, when you do mods, like the uranium burns at the same rate, no matter what. Well, it sounds like this is a good deal here. I should build this thing. What do I need for this? I think I have the parts to build this. Okay, well this just solved all of our power problems. Maybe. Either that or we're just going to burn a ridiculous amount of uranium. I should turn those... I gotta get those, these things to stop computers and construction components. It's all the basic stuff. Alright, let's go set up our groups here. Atmo thrusters. Oh, these all have numbers. I don't want to put numbers on things. We're just going to call them Atmo thruster. And then I need to know where the groups are. Why don't I see any groups in here? What are the groups called? There we go. Thrust, A thrust, and H thrust. There they are. A thrust braking. Okay, so this is just thrust all. Should have all of the new ones in it. And then we can just turn these off. Get them out of here. Okay. There we go. So, we're not going to be hot rodding too much with these, but better than nothing. I guess I could have put a third one in a row on each side. Yeah, it's fine. Alright. Are we still missing, like, the absolute most basic components for this thing? Because that's hilarious. Not withdraw 30 construction components. Make me some of those, please. Now what do you need? You need nothing. You're good. Now here's a question. I was going to say, can I pull uranium into it? But it looks like we already did. How? There's a good question, though. How much uranium? Looks like we got 25. Okay, so we have a lot. Enough. Okay, so this thing, what are we outputting at? We are outputting at 50 megawatts. We're probably recharging batteries and stuff. Didn't I set batteries to recharge? No, I probably didn't. Either way. Alright. That's fine. We'll do that. See, it's still taking in 16 megawatt. I guess I should have suspected that that was a... Oh, I wonder if 80% means, like having to do with efficiency. Like it's pulling in 16 megawatt, but only storing 80% of it. So we're about a third of the way there. This is going to be a slow recharge. But we'll know once it gets to 3, we'll know what it's... Actually, we might not know. I might have to disconnect it. Yeah, I imagine we're not going to be able to make it to the moon in a single jump. It's going to be a slow boat. Now, it's not as slow as when I went to the moon from Earth. Actually, now that I think about it, it might be. But when I went from Earth to its own moon, I didn't have a jump drive at all, and we just had to kind of slow boat it. And I did that between streams. I just pointed the ship. Actually, I had to go around the Earth, so it was kind of boring and annoying, but did that off stream. I would prefer not to do this off stream, even though this is also going to be kind of boring. So we won't. We'll do it, and we'll probably just have like a conversation while we're waiting for the thing to recharge over and over. So, I'm going to begin the winding down process for the stream. What did we accomplish today? We built this ship. We went to space. We looked at stuff. We turned around. We came back. And we put a jump drive on it. When I say it like that, sure seems like we should have gotten more done today. But, let me stockpile these so that I can get hydrogen off the ship here. yeah. And so next time, which might be Monday. So what I'm trying to do is definitely streaming on Wednesdays, if possible, and then additionally streaming on Mondays, if schedule allows. So hopefully I'll be back on Monday, and we could do this, get this all up into space, find some gold on the moon, and get back over here and start building whatever it was. Oh, the base. Yeah, the base is what I wanted to build. So we could start building the rest of the base, and hopefully this will keep running while we're not here, and build up the rest of these doors. And that will be that. And then we'll see where we go from there. So, yeah, the reason I didn't stream Monday this week was because the power supply on my NAS died. And I record the stream onto my NAS, and didn't want to stream without that backup. So, yeah. And then I think, if all goes according to plan, me and my buddy Pat will be doing Star Trek Online on Friday. And, well, I don't know. We'll see where it goes from there. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This was definitely, I think, the most viewers I've had, which is, I know, not much, but, you know, it's super exciting for me. Very much appreciate all of you hanging out, and I hope you all have a good night, pleasant tomorrow, and all that stuff. Talk to you all later. Bye.